It will be the first time Zuma is seen in public since he was granted a remission of his 15-month prison sentence for contempt. The Jacob Zuma Foundation earlier indicated that a statement regarding the remission of sentence was expected to be made on the sidelines of the corruption proceedings. Zuma's application to have Advocate Downer removed from his trial follows a failed attempt, ultimately dismissed by the Constitutional Court, of his special plea in terms of the Criminal Procedure Act that Advocate Downer had no standing as prosecutor. Zuma has in the interim launched a private prosecution against Downer for allegedly leaking during the arms deal trial private medical information to the media. Downer was successful in an application to have the private prosecution dismissed as unlawful and was granted an enforcement order, but appeals on these judgments by Zuma are currently pending in the courts. Zuma is expected to argue on Tuesday in the matter set down for one day before Judge Nkosinati Cili, who was newly assigned to the trial, that Downer should recuse himself as he wasn't impartial and that he breached the Code of Conduct of the National Prosecuting Authority Act by leaking information to the media. He will also argue that Downer's objectivity is compromised as Zuma was a complainant in a criminal matter against him. Zuma says in his founding affidavit that even if the private prosecution of Downer was to fail, the fact that the private prosecution against Downer existed was sufficient to prove the perception that Downer's objectivity was compromised. Advocate Downer, in opposing the application, says in his answering affidavit that Zuma failed to prove that his conduct violated constitutional provisions, as is claimed. He says Zuma, in his application, relied on rehashed and discredited evidence and a private prosecution contrived to create an appearance of a conflict on his part. In January this year, Judge Piet Koen, who dismissed Zuma's special plea in the arms deal trial, recused himself for views he expressed on the matter of Zuma's criminal complaint against Downer, which he said could have been seen as to influence findings which he would have been required to make with respect to Downer's recusal. Renee Heine, SABC News, Durban.